cover all your tuition fee that you are going to incur as students, and you're also going to be getting your living expenses, which means you don't need to worry about bank statement. You're going to be getting access to top-notch libraries and research environments. Public health insurance for medical expenses or emergency will also be covered, and for students with disability, they are going to get extra support. Okay, so all of these are things that you will benefit from this particular scholarship today, and this is one of the schools in Italy that I've talked about previously. Okay, so if you've applied to this university, it is good for you to go ahead now to start the process for the scholarship application right now. But if not, then you don't you also want to watch this video to understand when you can still apply to this. Okay, though the application is still open as at the time of recording this video, so if you still meet up with deadline when you are watching, you want to go ahead to start your application. Okay, for the 2024-2025 funding opportunity, here are some of the criteria. You need to come from any of the country that is not within Italy, which means is open to all nationals. You must have an outstanding academic record. If you are applying to bachelor, master's or PhD, relevant degree for the chosen program must also be presented. You must have proficiency in Italian or English as at the time you are submitting your application. Enrolled or planning to enroll in any full-time program at the university that we are talking about. Okay, you must also have demonstration of financial need, which shows that you cannot meet up with your tuition fee and also the living expenses. Okay, additional criteria based on field of study or research must also be met, which means you must check your program requirements properly before you submit application. Now, for the application, these are the documents that are required. You need to fill the complete application form. You also need to have your transcript ready. The language proficiency that we've talked about must also be ready as at the time submitting your application. I made a video about how you can actually take your Duolingo at home yourself. If you've not seen that video and you want to take Duolingo exam, make sure you go ahead to watch that video. Okay, your passport copy must also be there. You need to scan your international passport and get it ready. Your CV is also important. You need to write statement of purpose. Letter of recommendation should be ready. Okay, so all of these are most of the major things that you need to put together as a document to apply. Now, in just 7 steps, let me walk you through what you need to apply. You need to visit the official website, which we are going to be looking at any moment from now. Prepare all the documents that we've talked about, that we've seen earlier, right? And you need to know that if you've gathered all the documents that we require, both the transcripts, the certificates, the passport, and all the information, you also need to get ready to pay 20 euro. Okay, I think this is still okay if you are going to be getting your tuition fee paid and also getting living expenses being covered. Okay, so 20 euros should not be something that will be too difficult for you to get through. Okay, then you need to go ahead and submit, fill out the scholarship application form, and make sure you are careful and also go through all the information again before you submit application. If you need support going through your application information, you can actually reach out to me on a one-on-one course section so that I can also help you take a look before you click that submit button. Okay, if you also need application support, you want me to submit or process your application for you, you can reach out to me on Instagram, then we can discuss this. Okay, then if you are certain that all the information you've submitted or you've provided are correct, you don't need to edit anything again, then you need to go ahead and submit your application. A lot of students who have applied to schools don't check their portal. Most time these schools will not send you email. You just need to check the portal to know when decision has been made on your admission. Okay, so you need to monitor your application status to know where you stand. Okay, at some point they are going to prepare or schedule you for an interview section to know your English proficiency or Italian proficiency level. Okay, after this you then need to wait for notification of the scholarship result, and if you are selected, they are going to give you information about how to proceed to the next step. This is Italy, so you need to go to your pre-enrollment step and then your visa stage and all of those. Okay, so those are the steps you need to take afterward. Okay, so now let's go to the official announcement page to see more information for ourselves. So if we come to the official website, this is the University of Firenze. Okay, University degli Studi Firenze, which is also the Florence. Okay, so once you come to this portal, it said enrollment is now open for 2024-2025 section. So if you want to read more, then you can click on it to check more information about access and enrollment. Okay, but what we are majorly concerned about is the funding. Okay, so yeah, if you see the Dream Apply portal for international students, which is one of the reasons they are requesting for application fee. Most of the schools, they have different application portal within their system, while most of them does not have this application system. Okay, so if you are familiar with Italy, you know most time they will use Dream Apply and other portal. And if you are also familiar with Germany, they also have their own central application portal where you can actually process application and pay application fee. While some of them, when they do the application on their own school portal, they don't charge you processing fee. Okay, so this is not even application fee but processing fee specifically. Okay, so now we need to go back so what I'm trying to do right here is I'm trying to carry those who have not submitted application to this school and those who have already submitted application to this school. I'm trying to carry both people or both party along. Okay, so if you've not applied, you don't need to go to the access and enrollment and read more information about how you can generate your SPID. Okay, and how you can get into the system. Okay, and if you go to the Dream Apply portal, it shows you information about how to start the application, telling you about deadlines. Okay, but one thing I want to show you or tell you is that if you are trying to apply through the Dream Apply, it is majorly for the master students, right? Okay, so let's go to the funding and grants information page. So this is the official grants page for the scholarship, incentive and benefit for students. Okay, they have the part-time work. So if you want to read more about how students can benefit from the part-time work, you can also go through that at the library, museum and other service center, which is like a graduate assistantship opportunity within the school. But here in Italy, they don't call it graduate assistantship, right? So they just call it incentive and benefit for students. Okay, so they also have this other one, which is grant for promotion of tutoring activities. Okay, grant for promotion of tutoring activities and for integrative preparatory and remedial teaching activities. Okay, but they also have this one, which is a call for contribution to rent expenses. Okay, so there are a lot of them there, and also you need to make sure you pay attention to all the deadlines that are written on the official portal. They have the Progresso University Corridor for Refugee UNICOR, so all those information are there, and scholarship and award promoted by the university itself is also there. So that's separate funding that the university is also recommending for students. Okay, so how do you now participate in this grant or financial benefits? One thing is you need to check each and every one of them to know which one will work for you. But the one I'm targeting today is this out of town student. Okay, which is more like I think is this one. Okay, financial benefits, graduation award, reimbursement and checks. Okay, announcement of rent expenses contribution. Students who meet the requirements set out in the announcement will be able to receive a ministerial contribution as reimbursement for rental costs incurred in the calendar year 2024. The share of all of this information. Okay, so if you also read this at the beginning of the year 2024, at the end of the year 2024, which is those that will start their class by September of beginning of the year 2025. Okay, Unifi will provide the appropriate communication as soon as the indication are received. Okay, So which means you need to indicate that you want to get this. Okay, so it is not automatic. You need to indicate interest for it. Okay, so how do you participate? You must be enrolled into programs. Okay, up to date with the payment of all registration fee. Okay, so this happen every year. So once you start the application and you are certain that you've submitted your application for a program, you need to go to this portal. So sometimes they don't update their information on the portal, and this is one of my problem with them. So your ISCC, okay, of an amount not exceeding 20,000 euro. So they are giving you clue now, so that you don't provide information that is more than 20,000 euro. Okay, so that you can get the help. Okay, residents in a different place than other where the rented property is located, non-beneficiary of other public contribution for housing. So if you've gotten another benefit from other places, you might not get this. Okay, you might not get this. So you need to scroll down to the bottom. The announcement information is still here. Then you go to this online portal to start the application for it. Okay, so that's it. Free refund for students enrolled in courses of study in disciplinary area. So these are students who are admitted to some of this program. How their fee refund will be done. Okay, students enrolled in the academic year 2023-2024 third year who have acquired by 30 September 2024 results are entitled to a refund. Okay, so there's a lot of benefit right here. The refund is automatically determined by the university administration for all students who met the requirement. No request is required for the refund part, but for the housing and all of those ones, is actually you need to make a request for it. Okay, so don't let us skip through. This is the application portal link right here. You can see we are still on the Florence portal. So let me take you back. When you click on this link, this particular link here, it will take you to this page. Then you need to click here again. Click here. When you click here again, it will then take you to the permission page. Okay, so let's wait for it. So you see now, you need to go to the permission page, but you should have gotten all your necessary credentials first before this time. So make sure you create your account, follow all the procedure one after the other. Don't rush it. Okay, so if you need any support in between, reach out to me. Okay, and if you need any support, you can reach out to the school. But if you think you need support from me, you can also reach out to me. Okay, so let me put it that way. Okay, so nothing so much here. You just need to read through information provided by the school. A lot of benefits are here on the portal, and make sure you are subscribed if you've not. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you drop your question if you have anyone. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and if you want to join my premium WhatsApp group, make sure to check the description of this video. You are going to see the link for that. Okay, so till then, I'm going to catch up with you in the next one. Thank you.